Assalamu alaikum, Alabama. What better way than to start your day with Fajr prayer? Alhamdulillah. I always get up and then I get the kids up and then the hubby last.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة خير من النوم الصلاة خير من النوم الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
ولما جاء عيسى بالبينات قال قد جئتكم بالحكمة ولأبين لكم بعض الذي تختلفون فيه فاتقوا الله وأطيعون إن الله هو ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم.
Everybody sleep but you. So a few years ago, we made the decision to homeschool our kids. They were having a really hard time in public school. The girls had gotten their hijab snatched off. No one wanted to be their friends because they were different. Our son was constantly getting into fistfights, defending them and defending himself. They developed anxiety. They weren't learning anything because they were stressed out. They came home with like Halloween stuff and Christmas stuff. It was just bad. It was bad. So, we decided to homeschool them, and alhamdulillah, I'm one of our Masjid's teachers in its homeschool program. We use an accredited online public homeschool, and we incorporate Islamic studies into the curriculum. So we do everything that a public school would do, and we have everything that they have, but the fitna, alhamdulillah. And no music class here. We're all about the nasheeds.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله.
This is a clip of the kids playing around in the women's masala. There was no one there that day. I wouldn't do this if women were in there. And, you know, the kids had been working hard and they just need to let their hair down for a little bit. Now, I know some people don't agree with this. I'm not of that opinion. I feel like kids need to feel comfortable in the masjid. And when people expect them to be statues there, then they're not going to want to come. Now, of course, there is a limit to what they should be able to do in the masjid. There shouldn't be any running or horseplaying or anything like that. I totally get that, and people do need to stay in control of their children. However, I don't think anyone should go out of their way to make kids feel unwelcome or uncomfortable in the masjid. And there's a way to speak to parents that's not, harsh. Now, this day, Tamaya was really cutting up during our prayer. I mean, she never does this, but I guess today she just wasn't feeling it. I didn't condemn her. I didn't punish her. I just had a little talk with her after, and I showed her this video so she could see how she was acting. And she left that big gap in the rank. Oh my goodness. I want her to love to pray, and I want her to love Allah, so I didn't make a big deal out of it. You have to choose your battles, and this just wasn't one for me.
No.
Stop touching my wall.
I was doing 30 push-ups.
Stop touching my wall, inmate.
Time out.
Assalamu alaikum, Maria.
Welcome to my mother.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions today about what you think it's like being a stay-at-home Muslim mother and wife.
Can I cuss?
No, you cannot cuss. Do you think that this is something that you'll want to do when you get older and get married and have kids?
First of all, I don't really want to have kids. I want like two, because kids are a lot of work.
Two kids are still some kids.
I want 2 kids, which is twins, a boy and a girl.
Do you think you'll want to stay at home like mommy?
Nope.
You want to work?
I want to be a fashion model.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. And hijab? Do you think that it's hard what I do every day?
Yeah, just because you have me, because I'm the superhero. Everybody loves me.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Do you like doing homeschool?
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you think it's hard for me to do homeschool to you guys?
No, because you're a teacher at the Masjid, and that's fun. But I have a different teacher. It would be best if you were a teacher. We always have fun with you.
Well, that's the problem. You guys don't listen to me. Too much fun is going on.
But there's never enough fun.
How is it being a big sister and having 4 little sisters?
Stressful.
Stressful. A lot of responsibility, right?
It's like JoJo's my 5th little sister.
Yeah. But you do a great job. Say assalamu alaikum to the people.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.
After school, I went to this great local market, and my husband is always getting on me about going to Walmart with everything that's been happening. So I went here because they had metal detectors, and I was so pleasantly surprised at the variety of produce that they had. I've been wanting to try so many of the things that they had, and they were not like crazy prices. They had cactus here. They had like different kinds of peppers I never heard of. They had jackfruit. Oh my goodness, they just had everything. So I want to encourage everybody to try some of the local markets and not go to these, big corporate marketplaces so much, because they get enough of our money. Support the little guys sometimes. Assalamu alaikum, Daddy. So, today's video is about what it's like to be a stay-at-home Muslima mother and wife. And all of my woes, because you counseled me through them. Just had a little breakdown in the car here a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell the people what happened?
Oh, well.
I felt like you weren't listening to me, and you were invalidating my feelings, because a lot of people don't know this, but you've been through some really, really traumatic events in your life and trying circumstances, and you made it through them without losing your mind. Mm-hmm. And I have a breakdown of somebody eats my ice cream, and everybody hates me, nobody cares about me. Mm-hmm. So, what do you say? What you told me when I had my meltdown? And this is really good, because I feel like as women, we don't want a man to ever tell us about our feelings. We just want to tell our feelings. We want to say them all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not complaining, but he put it in a way that I could really appreciate it. What did you say?
Which part?
When you were talking about how men think in terms of trying to find a solution,
right,
but women will just look to vent and want empathy.
Right. And, a lot of times, basically the way that a man's mind operates is like this. When you present a problem to a man, his first and natural reaction as a man is going to be to find the most logical and applicable solution to that problem. However, the way that a female's mind operates is based on emotions.
Right.
So a lot of times when a woman is talking to a man about her feelings, the man is listening. A lot of times y'all sisters think that the brother ain't listening. He listening to what you saying. But his mind is geared towards, okay, here's a problem. Inspect the gadget mode. Okay, now I need to find the solution to the problem. So he's offering to the woman the solution to this problem, which the woman admits that it is a logical solution to the problem that she's facing, but
She don't want to hear that right now.
she don't want to hear that right now because
I want to cry.
yeah, you
I
want
want to
cry
hit you.
and you want to do
And I
all
want to
that.
eat.
Exactly. So